Hello, everybody. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, CEO and founder of Turning Point Enrichment Incorporation, coming to you to share some hope for your future. For all of us, our world drastically changed within 24 hours. And for many, your income was impacted in ways that you could have never imagined. But the good news is there are two ways to look at things. You could either sit and wait around for things to get better, or you could create an opportunity for yourself. And this is the perfect time for you. You see, online businesses are still going strong. Schools are operating online. Big businesses, they're still operating online. Every business that was ready you know, is continuing their business operations online. And this is something that I've been saying for years. I've been telling people to set up their businesses online because this is where everything is going. You have to always be ready. So you don't have to rush to get ready as far as technology is leading us. Not even thinking about a pandemic. This was what is from my mind. I don't think that way, okay? But technology, technology, so many people you know will get left behind, and technology is moving at a pace that you don't want to be left behind. Many of you have heard my story of how I was laid off twice, through no fault of my own. And the roller coaster ride that led me into a deep depression because my income was drastically diminished. And this was because of the housing crisis that happened back in 2005, 2007. This is a time period for me. I couldn't pay my bills, and I had creditors calling me, and I had to make arrangements with those creditors. And when you used to paying your bills on time, and when you can't pay your bills on time, this is something that really bothered me, because I couldn't. There was no way that I couldn't. Because before, I had paid my bills on time and before time, and paid them off, and charged other things. And I wasn't being reckless with my credit, but this is the lifestyle that I was living. This is what I was used to doing. And then suddenly, without any warning, suddenly my life changed. And not only my life, but there was hundreds of other people's whose life changed at 3 o'clock p.m. that afternoon, right before the holidays. You know? And I couldn't find a job. Even though I have an impeccable resume where I could arrange my resume without lying, okay? Because lies will catch up with you. But because of my extensive experience and education, I could arrange my resume to meet those needs that, employers were looking for. Let me tell you what I used to do. I used to call the employment agencies to see what jobs they had available so I could adapt my resume to what they were hiring for, and that's how desperate I was. That's how desperate I was. And I had to go on unemployment. And just before my unemployment ran out, I received a call and I accepted the job. I worked 7 months, and then there was, a bank merger. They closed the location. Now, I could have reapplied, but was I going to put myself and my family through this emotional roller coaster ride again? I'm telling you, it was horrible. It was horrible. Crying and, you know, falling into that deep depression of not having hope. Always, you know, at the same time, not always, but let me tell you this, suffering with self-esteem, self-worth, and self-confidence issues. It was not a good time for me, since I've come out of that. But I'm just telling you, because I know this may affect many people. So that's why I tell my story, because I want you to have hope. I want you to have hope, to know that your life could change too. It's not always going to be this way, but you can't sit around and wait for things to get better. You can't do that, you know? And during this time, was I going to get another job and have to go through this again? Because let me tell you, the housing market was still in a bad way, you know? I had, a decision to make. And this, like I say, it was still a difficult time, especially in certain states that were hit the hardest. I decided to take my hobby, which was writing, and I turned that hobby into a viable business that operated 100% online. And I'm not saying that that road was easy because I had to work at it. And you have to work at things. You just can't sit there and think it's going to happen. You have to work at it. But I'm going to tell you, it gets better. It gets better. You know, and I'm going to tell you, it was well worth the effort to take that step of faith. It was well worth it. Many of you know that I'm a book coach, but I'm also a business owner. And my business is Turning Point Enrichment Incorporation. And I've been operating my business for 11 years online exclusively. That's how I do business. And I want to show you how to do the same. Because if it worked for me, it'll certainly work for you. So I'm going to be hosting a webinar this coming Thursday, April the 9th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I want to give you the tools and the strategies and show you how to start an online business from home. Okay? You could do that. You could start your own online business from home. And I'll be teaching you the tools to start your online business and how to connect with your clients. And all of this is free, okay? All of this is free. And I want to tell you, anyone can start an online business and connect with people from around the world. Anyone could do this. All they need is the tools and the strategies of how to, to start their online business. So, like I said, mark your calendar for this Thursday, April the 9th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can sign up at the link that's below this video. And it's called How to Start Your Online Business from Home. And, share this. Please share this with your family and friends whose lives have also been impacted by the COVID-19 crisis. Because, this is something that we could not, see ahead for. But, we couldn't see this. But we're here now. But there is hope. And this is something that I want to share with you. I want to show you how to come out of that dark, place in your life where everything suddenly stopped. Okay? So I want to also tell you, great things are ahead for you. It's not always going to be this way. It's not always going to be this way. So sign up below at the link and you'll get all of that information. It's 100% free, okay? This is a free webinar. And I look forward to seeing you on the webinar this Thursday night, April the 9th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great day.